Hey guys, welcome to Offshoot Comics Off Topic with your host Kirby Kid
and Black Superman,
also known as David Clark
and Walter Bryan.
And today we're talking about all the madness that went on at San Diego Comic-Con.
Madness! Oh!
Now we didn't go.
We didn't go
because it sucks. I went last year and I was so underwhelmed I didn't even want to buy a ticket. But some movie news happened. Let's start with DC since they have less to offer as they always do because they're run by morons.
Yeah. Okay. Now we had Man of Steel, which has made $700 million. Just a nice little sum for a movie that you paid $250 million to make.
And we were looking forward to League in 15 that countered the Avengers. Yeah. But guess what?
We're not going to get that.
2017 after the Flash movie. Because that's what we want to see.
Instead, though, I mean, we are going to get a good movie. Maybe. Hopefully.
Batman, Superman, World's Finest. I'm assuming they're calling it that. If they don't call it that, be a little bit upset.
It could be Batman versus Superman.
No, it really couldn't.
That's what they're saying. I mean,
why would they fight? They're bros.
It can't really be because, you know, this is them trying to introduce the two tent poles to the Justice League. So it really can't be Batman versus Superman. But somehow, some way, someone in DC is going to decide that they should fight first. Something big needs to happen. That's going to bring Batman to Gotham, from Gotham to Metropolis, or the other way around. Superman to Gotham.
Metropolis is fine. They're recovering from Zod. I think he needs to go to Gotham. Gotham needs some help.
Yeah, so like Superman needs to go to Gotham or something. You know, and they did say that they're actually going to address a couple of things like Superman killing Zod and how he now feels about killing, and a couple of other things, and that's going to play into the movie. But yeah. Already, I love the concept of having Superman and Batman in the same movie, and that's so far the only thing I've heard that I like.
But it's going to be hard to show them on screen, like Batman being useful. Because it works in comic books. I'm not sure if it won't work on screen.
You're not going to be able to have him be useful unless you introduce Kryptonite.
Or really buff Batman.
Well, even really buff Batman's not going to be useful with Superman.
Well, I mean, they need to make Batman like he's in the comic books. He needs to be able to appear everywhere, disappear whenever he feels like it, figure everything out, and always have the solution to everything.
Yeah.
And direct Superman on how to do stuff. Like, hey, don't push the planet out of orbit because that's a really bad idea.
Yeah.
Well,
I think is one of the best lines of any DC comic.
I can't even begin to tell you what's wrong with that idea. But I would really like personally, because I'm a fighting game fan, I would love for this to be like a sort of intro into Injustice. So, like, the Justice League movie is them versus evil them. Like, and that be what brings them together. Seeing what
would be cool.
Seeing what they were like the wrong way and decide, no, we can do it better. Because in that way, their intro story is different from the Avengers, who sort of stole DC Comics' origin for their superhero
which
team.
Is probably the real reason why we're getting this Batman Superman team up.
They're like, we need some time to think of something because like Marvel was our story. That was lame though. Marvel, come on now, come on, son.
I mean, like, seriously, that was just straight up.
That was bad. That was wrong. You just took their story. They did it well, but you stole their. Like, they're like trying to do everything first, and really, if DC and Marvel are playing a chess match with movies, Marvel is kicking butt right now.
Yeah, that was check.
You
didn't get Mate yet, but that was check.
Well, they pushed it back to 2017, so that may be Mate in 2015.
Nah, I mean the Superman and Batman movie is gonna make money. Let's be real. Like, you'll make $400 million just off the name.
Right? Yeah. Like, you can show no trailers and say it's out today, and you make $400 million.
Yeah. So
I mean, I'm gonna see it.
Yeah. Everybody.
And please make it come out the same day as Avengers 2, because that would just make my life complete and my schedule easier.
Just don't call it something stupid like Batman of Steel.
The Bat of Steel. The Steel Bat.
Yeah.
Batman. Which technically works still.
Yeah. So yeah. Just
call it Batman, Superman, or just call it World's Finest, because that's what they are, right? Yeah. They're World's Finest.
Now, of course, for people who aren't comic book aficionados, you'll have to put like Batman, Superman was World's Finest on there.
Yeah.
But then again, if you just put that symbol up, Superman with the bats on the outside, and you call it World's Finest, everyone will get it.
Yeah. They get it. Oh, it's the Batman symbol, Superman. Yeah, okay, all right. Like, my dad got it, and he's like not in the comics at all. He's like, oh my god, I saw it. I'm like, how did you see it? Like,
everybody's seen it.
Yeah, because it's freaking awesome. Because it's like actually, now I think the two most easily recognizable
characters
superheroes in the same symbol. So yeah, so that hopefully will be good. And then we got Flash in 2016, followed by League in 2017. Wonder Woman, they're not giving her own movie.
No,
that's not happening.
They don't trust that Wonder Woman is a good character.
Thor did it, and he's a much weaker character. like in all aspects of a character, like strength-wise, character-wise, interest in story-wise. Loki is more integral to the Marvel Universe than Thor is.
Girls are gonna go see Wonder Woman.
Guys are gonna see Wonder Woman.
Guys are definitely gonna see Wonder Woman. I mean, look, I didn't give a crap about Thor's muscles, but I want to see every muscle Wonder Woman's got.
Yes, exactly. So that I'm upset at that. But let's talk about who won Comic-Con. Marvel Comics, as always, and it's not because DC can't. They just seem to be refusing to. First, we're talking about Guardians of the Galaxy. That they showed a little bit of that. We didn't get to see it because we weren't there.
Yeah, but we can probably find it.
Yeah, so there's that's going down. That looks pretty cool. Let's see what else happened. They talked about Captain America: Winter Soldier. With color changing, not scythe, shield.
Change color shield, and then they're gonna have like they said about 4 uniforms for him. Mm-hmm. He's gonna have like a stealth uniform, 1 different kind of battle uniform. His Avengers uniform is probably gonna be in there at some point. And then they're gonna give a better, more updated uniform because let's face it, the Avengers uniform, it was okay,
but wasn't great.
But it wasn't great. I really hate the helmet.
So
you know who the leader is, right?
Like the Hulk, the leader character.
Yeah. Like the helmet on Captain America's head made him look like the leader. Yeah, it's like he goes way up here.
Yeah. All right, so we've got Cap coming out later next year. We've got Thor: The Dark World coming out this year. I believe Guardians of the Galaxy is the same year as Cap, so that's next year.
Wolverine is in a couple of days.
That doesn't count because that's not Marvel Studios.
It's still a Marvel.
It's a Marvel owned movie, but that's not part of their plan, which it should be. Learn to get over your differences. Fox, Sony, and Marvel work together. Be a team. Synergy.
Right.
I know. Never happened. It could,
but
it should. It'd make them a lot of money, but they won't. They don't want to share.
That's like saying, look. The Marvel versus DC comic books that happened in like the late 90s were great comic books. I mean, they were kind of rushed, but they gave you a really good idea of what would happen. Mm-hmm. You could totally do a Justice League movie by 2015, and in 2017 be doing Marvel versus DC.
Mm-hmm. And have a game come out with it. Please, God, listen to us.
Yeah, we're making you billions of dollars right now.
Yes, it would happen, dude. I'm telling you, it doesn't matter who wins. It does not matter who wins.
No, it doesn't. Superman would win against the Hulk.
It would not happen. That's actually not how it would go. But so then in 2015, I believe it's Antman and Avengers 2, right?
Yeah.
So here's the thing. I thought it may have been Ant-Man and then Avengers 2, but it can go either way. They can introduce Ant-Man in Avengers 2. And why can they introduce him in Avengers 2?
Because instead of what we saw at the end of Avengers 1, which was Thanos, they decided to push Thanos off to the side, possibly for Avengers 3, and give us the Age of Ultron.
Age of Ultron! This is happening. Our pastor was like, why is Thanos not in the second movie? It's like, well, because he's probably going to come at the end. But Ultron is happening. Ultron is here. Which means Hank Pym needs to either be introduced in Avengers 2 or the Ant-Man movie needs to happen before, and they need to end with Ultron going crazy.
And as we were discussing, since they can't use adamantium, there's a very good possibility we'll get to see the Black Panther.
They were Marvel was they were seen in South Africa scouting out African cities for something. So we're assuming that either we're going to see T'Challa as the Panther, or we're just going to straight up see T'Challa as like the ambassador for Wakanda. Or something.
Actually, we're probably more likely to see T'Chaka.
Drake hasn't died yet.
Yeah.
So
we'll most likely see.
We'll see him, and that might be their test to see if people are interested in Black Panther, which we are.
Of course, we are.
We are. We want to see a full Avengers team.
But the thing is like Earth's Mightiest Heroes gave people a good look at the Black Panther. So people who weren't interested in Black Panther are now.
They are
because now they understand that. Well, basically, he's an African ninja with vibranium and really cool tech. Rocket Raccoon.
He's awesome, dude.
He is awesome.
He's got an Australian accent and is a raccoon with rockets. It don't make no sense. It don't make no sense at all. But I love it. And his best friend is a stick that turns into a giant tree who only says, "I am Groot," and that's awesome. You can't hate.
I'm not quite as enthused about.
You're not a fan of the Guardians of the Galaxy?
I love the Guardians of the Galaxy.
I don't care about 80% of them, but the raccoon and the stick are awesome.
I love the Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm just not quite as deeply in love with them as you are.
Stole the stick.
You know,
that's their plan.
With Guardians of the Galaxy, we could also bring in Corsair and his crew.
You could.
Corsair, is Scott Summers' father.
I know things and stuff.
But let's not do that. Because let's face it.
You could bring in Nova.
You could bring in Nova. Now see, that is a wonderful idea. Bringing in Nova, thank you. Now, was there anything else that DC mentioned that was worth mentioning? No. Was there anything else Marvel mentioned that was worth mentioning?
Besides the fact of all the movies coming out and it's awesome and everyone loves it?
Yeah, that.
Nah, that's about it. Other than totally destroying DC, yeah, they didn't do nothing. Oh, there was something else. Vin Diesel, pretty sure, is the Vision.
Which is pretty cool because basically he's like Keanu Reeves. He really doesn't have any kind of acting skills, so acting as a robot works for him. Happy 75th birthday to Superman. Thank you.
No, I'm editing all this out.
Because Superman being the oldest and best superhero ever created.
The worst.
The best superhero ever created.
Yeah, the worst, right?
Everybody. Like even Stan Lee, who probably in his sleep goes, I hate Superman, I hate Superman, I hate Superman. When a camera is put on him and they say, Stan, say something about Superman, and in 75 years he's like, well, Superman was the first superhero, and every superhero that comes after him, every superhero that has been, owes themselves to Superman.
Nope.
Spider-Man is even wearing Superman's colors.
You can't own red and blue. You can't.
Spider-Man is wearing Superman's colors.
Spider-Man is wearing red and blue. Those are humanity's colors. You can't just steal red and blue.
Yes,
your blood is blue on the inside, and when it comes out, it's red. Do you owe your blood to Superman too?
Yes, we do.
I hate Superman. That make no sense. Superheroes would have evolved anyway. Because we've always had stories about people doing crap that, is awesome.
Well, Superman was first.
No.
Yes.
We had all the Greek tales about people doing crap and Hercules and all that stuff. It would have evolved to superheroes anyway.
No.
It's just the same people, just calling them different.
Superman.
No, Hulk is the best there is.
Superman.
No, I'm gonna edit this out so that it looks like you're saying Hulk is the best.
Never happened.
Oh, it's gonna happen. This is happening.
Yeah.
Point is, that's what happened at San Diego Comic-Con. We weren't there. We don't ever go there. It's not about us anymore. It's not about the fans. It's about
Twilight.
Everyone else, yeah,
that kind of crap. Like basically, look, we as a comic book company, we want to be as exposed as possible. But you're not going to get exposure there because the people who are there are no longer comic book fans.
Not at all.
They come there. I mean, I think if I'm not mistaken, last year they showed The Shield or something like a cop drama.
They do that a lot.
It had nothing to do with comic books or comic book type stuff at all. And they have a lot of those. And then you have people who go to those things, and then when a real fan wants to come up and see the Man of Steel trailer, like I did. I don't even like Superman. And I waited 12 hours to see that trailer. Oh my God. And didn't get in because they don't make people leave. And there's food and a bathroom. At least make it an endurance test. Dang. Comic-Con? Hate Hall H. Whatever. Yeah, so we don't attend San Diego. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people that we know who are true comic book fans or comic book companies don't do it either. So yeah. Yeah. But so that's how we feel about Comic-Con. We'll do other stuff about that later. But that's it for this week. We'll see you guys next week. Until next time, we've been your hosts, Kirby Kid. And Black Superman. See you later, guys.